Hello, I'm Hillary Pennington, Executive Vice President of Programs at the Ford Foundation. I am so happy to be able to join in celebrating 20 years of CLASP's work on youth and to celebrate Linda Harris and Keisha Bird, two amazing rock stars. CLASP has always, as long as I've known it, centered youth as really, really important in any public policy issue. That started way back many years ago, and CLASP has built on that expertise and brought it into all the partnerships it's worked on and the issues that it's worked on, whether that's been welfare reform or poverty reduction or ed reform or anything that counts. And then I have been really impressed to see how CLASP has moved that work forward, building on the legacy, Linda, that you built, and in particular, the work, Keisha, that you led, including in the work on the New Deal for Youth. That, I guess I could call myself a godmother for that, in that when I was at Ford, I thought it would be a good thing to look for an organization that was willing to support young people and taking a stronger place at the table with more power about what this country should be doing to support them and their futures. And I was able to mobilize a group of other funders to put money into a pot, and we did an RFP, and we sent it to a number of organizations, including CLASP. And CLASP's proposal, hands down, was the winner, and every single one of the funders felt that way. And it was because of the way in which you made young people central in the work. And you did that in the proposal, and even more impressive, you've made that true in how you have executed and led, since that work was just an idea on paper. It's so impressive, it's so important, and I could not be happier to be part of celebrating all of you as you mark this important milestone. Congratulations.
We at the Conrad N. Hilton Foundation believe that young people all over the world deserve their right to economic security and financial freedom. When young people are able to meet the promise of their potential and fulfill their talents, their communities thrive and society and the world thrive with them. We see this in our own communities in Los Angeles and New Orleans where we work, where young people have led the way in forming advisory councils, created policy platforms, and pushed for change in workforce systems, educational systems, and juvenile justice systems. CLASP has been an integral partner to this work, and we have been so proud to be supporters of CLASP since 2018. And here, we're incredibly excited to congratulate CLASP on its 20 years of work leading the field of youth policy. We've been inaugural funders of the New Deal for Youth, in which young people, supported by CLASP, have led the way in creating a transformative agenda that pushes for the change that they want to see. The New Deal for Youth, we believe, can have a transformative effect on how America and its systems build a world in which young people can thrive. And CLASP has led this work for 20 years, and we're incredibly excited to see where CLASP goes and its youth policy team goes in the next 20 years.
Congratulations to the Center for Law and Social Policy, CLASP, for your 20 years of youth policy advocacy. The Walter S. Johnson Foundation is proud to partner with you in supporting this effort. In particular, we really commend you on your work on the New Deal for Youth, demonstrating how the pandemic has had a dire impact on youth and young adults due to the lack of opportunity and the need to focus on addressing the rising young adult poverty rate. Your leadership work on ensuring that dozens of student activists were heard during the policy debate were really instrumental to policy reforms during the pandemic, such as waiving restrictions on preventing students from accessing much-needed SNAP food assistance, student debt relief advocacy, funding organizations and educational institutions to connect youth, including funding out-of-school time organizations. We thank you for your leadership, and we look forward to partnering with you for another 20 years.
Congratulations to the youth team. I feel very lucky that I was able to start my policy career on the youth team at CLASP. And I'm really so grateful for all that I learned not only from my colleagues there, but also from the folks out in the communities with the CCRY network. I think about my time at CLASP as very foundational, and I hope that I have carried on the good work in my role at the federal level over the last almost 15 years. But thank you so much for this opportunity, and congratulations on 20 years.
For those who don't know me, my name is Dewey Pham, and I was a member of the youth team from 2018 to 2021 and an honorary member for a few years before that. I am so proud and honored to be part of the youth team family. The work the youth team does and continues to do to center and uplift young people, especially young people of color, has been transformative in the policy world and also transformative to me. I will always be a supporter and believer in this work, and I can't wait to see how the world continues to change because of what the youth team does. Love you all, and here's to the next 20 years.
Hi, my name is Jace Peterkin, and I'm a third-year law student at the University of Pittsburgh School of Law. This past spring, I had the privilege of working as a legal fellow for the youth team. I just want to take a quick moment and thank everybody on the youth team for all of your support. More specifically, I want to give a big shout out to Isha and Nia for welcoming me to the youth team with open arms. You guys have had such an impact on my life. Coming into CLASP, I didn't have a lot of knowledge when it came to the policy space, but you guys made sure to provide a great foundation so that I can thrive. Thanks again.
Hello, everyone. First off, I want to say I'm so sorry I couldn't be there in person, but I'm excited to be able to join you all online. My name is Whitney Bunce. I am the Senior Director of Public Policy at True Colors United. But before I worked at True Colors United, I was at CLASP for about 4.5 years, close to 5, where I feel like I started my career. It was a pleasure being there. I remember getting a job straight out of grad school, and I was so excited about the opportunity because it was exactly the thing that I wanted to be doing, the thing that the population I wanted to be working with. And so I really wanted to take advantage of all the things that I could learn and how I can grow there in my professional career. I was on the youth team. Shout out to the youth team. Happy 20 years. Where I learned so much from the people there. Isha, from Kayla, from Nia, from Keisha too. Keisha left, but during that time I was able to really hone in on the skills that I now have, and I'm able to be in this work, doing this work authentically as myself. And so I appreciate them from honing those skills in me, for building me up and giving me the confidence to be where I am today. Every organization has its up and downs, and I feel like, no matter what happened, CLASP has taught me and has propelled me in my career in many ways, and I am grateful for all the skills, for all the knowledge, and for all the love that I've received while being at that organization. And so shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the other alumni that's in the room. I love y'all. Peace.
My name is Mark Juan Frederick, and I'm a rising senior studying government at Cornell. I had the privilege of interning for CLASP last year, and my favorite experience was most certainly the Atlanta Town Hall. The Atlanta Town Hall provided me with the opportunity to fully immerse myself in the community of Atlanta and to really see issues affecting the youth. As it relates to my career trajectory, it showed me the importance of centering the voices of community members when thinking about issues related to public policy. I intend on doing the same back home in Richmond, Virginia, and really making change for the community.
My favorite memory of working on the youth team is the feeling of working with and around a group of people that are so warm and inviting and dedicated to their mission. And it confirmed for me that this is the kind of work that I want to be doing for the rest of my life, but more importantly, that these are the kind of people that I want to surround myself with for the rest of my life.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Malinge. I joined the youth policy team in 2014 after completing my studies, my undergrad at University of Maryland, College Park. I couldn't have asked for a better role to be the first role of my career. I've dedicated my life to being in service of young people, and I think I learned from the best on this particular team. And so cheers to 20 years, and cheers to 20 more.